The foci of an ellipse are at plus or minus 2, 0, and the vertices are at plus or minus 4, 0. Find its equation and sketch its graph. Because we know the foci are at plus or minus 2, 0, we can actually draw those in now. And also the vertices are at plus or minus 4, 0, so we can draw those in. We know that this is going to be an ellipse that is wider than it is tall, so it's going to have an equation in the form x squared over a squared plus y squared over b squared equals 1. Now we can see from what we have so far, the vertices are at plus or minus 4, 0, and so that means the value of a is 4, and so this is going to be x squared over 16. The only thing left is to figure out what the value of b is so we can find the denominator on the y squared term. But we do know one more thing. Because the foci are at plus or minus 2, 0, this tells us that the value of c is 2. And we can use the relationship b squared equals a squared minus c squared to figure out the value of b and then the denominator in the y squared term. Since a is 4, a squared is 16. And since c is 2, c squared is 4. So we have b squared equals 16 minus 4, which is 12. And when we take the square root of both sides, we get b equals the square root of 12, which can be simplified. 12 is 4 times 3, and the square root of 4 is 2, so b is 2 root 3. Now, you might be wondering why we needed b alone, because we knew that b squared is 12, and so we can just put a 12 in the denominator here to get the equation. And you're right that we don't need that for the equation, but we were also asked to sketch its graph. So if we want to figure out what the y-intercepts are, we need to know the value of b itself. b is equal to 2 times the square root of 3, which is approximately 3.5. So we can put our y-intercepts up at 3.5 and down at negative 3.5. And once we know where those are, we can finish sketching the graph of our ellipse, and then we are done.